Hello, hello, с normal white people's ras. What not to common in Russians get the Holocaust genocide countries and USSR countries is where to learn Russian threats and there's little socks and hairs and black rats and their socks and hairs. Hello, hello, people from the America, Canada, Alaska, Sea, and Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany, and Czech Republic. And hello, hello, John and Lauren, and then John, Kristen, New York, and those normal white people thrust from these countries is where I want to live forever to realize immigration of this prison Russian zone in one of these countries. What not to common in Russians get the Holocaust genocide countries and USSR countries is where to live in Russian threats and their little socks and hairs with black rats and their socks and hairs. What to hold in me at the territory Russian prison zone under influence of special technologies and mind control technologies Russian threats and their little socks and hairs and to hold in me in prison Russian zone with Russian threats and their little socks and hairs and not to give me to realize immigration in Canada, Alaska, USA, or Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany, or Czech Republic. In one of countries is where we want to live forever and to realize immigration, and to have good citizenship, and to hold in me at the prison Russian zone with Russian threats and their little socks and hairs. Hello, hello, Johnny, and it's normal white people's ras from this country that we want to live forever. Hello, hello. Today is the third day in March 2026 this year. Today is the Tuesday. Looking for. There's a real date and time that this moment looking for. An excelsior.
Is a little bit slippery. There's some ice casing in it. I don't think that's why they shut down the science center at all, Chaudhry. It was even named Science Center Station. It was shut down because somebody
Понимаете, какой цветок. Баба. Республика.
It's a 72 8 bus.
Вор.
At least it says that sun is
Я
going down
бы
black.
это вор
We'll be
слэш.
turning away from it. Naughty bot Nirvana, the band, the show.
Fake was not fake, I don't know. Психа.
Committed to
Препарат с гормонцем писал результат.
Thank you. Naughty bot.
Дазос. Shit scam конфор.
Heard good things. Apparently,
I
Ken was a
don't
fan.
know конфор. Will
I
be
found it
eaten
on
this
Streamio, but
dish.
there was not a copy to watch.
Breakfast and lunch начать
Still gonna
конфор.
do it the proper way anyways.
Black coffee without sugar конфор.
It's going to be pretty crazy seeing the Ontario line flying overhead here. Hello to everyone out in Toronto from San Antonio. You love the weather we're having? It's snubbing where you are right now. Just over a week ago, I was in an oven myself in Thailand. And I don't know what you're talking about. I much preferred that. This weather has dragged this winter on too long, and it's only the start of March. What year is the Ontario line coming? I think they're saying early to the 2030s. It should get built quicker than the crosstown. Oh God, I think I'm on the wrong side of the street. I don't think there's a crossing on this side, and I want to be on the other side. don't feel like playing Frogger with Millwood here. So we're gonna double cross. I'm gonna go backwards to go forwards. From sunny days in Bangkok and chill days in Toronto. Alright, I'm getting blind, looking towards the sun here. Very long advanced screen these people got. There we go. Give me that walk sign. No? Now they get an advance left? Do I have to press this frickin' button? How stupid is this? Hello, pedestrian. You are a third-class citizen in your own city. Yay, a walk sign. It's a miracle. Greetings, Trojan Elk Explorer. Ooh, it looks like there might be a nice view to be had straight ahead. I easily could have played Frogger and breaking traffic. Ooh, we crossing. They probably don't want people running up this thing. Let's see what kind of view I can get. Nice sidewalk. All right, let's negotiate this really spiffy sidewalk here. Yeah, I'm gonna walk on the very end of the bike lane. Just for a little bit here. That's not the best pedestrian-friendly sidewalk, and the sidewalk was closed on the other side. Hey, here's someone who found their way to a bus stop over here. There's people enjoying the sunset over there. Behold, the sidewalk appears. This overpass has quite the history. We're going to get a pretty neat look at the Ontario line construction progress in a moment. Are we on Thorncliffe? We're on Millwood. Skyline action. So they are building an overpass for the trains to run on. That's going to go right over the valley here. Get a milkshake at Donlands Diner. It was John Candy's favorite hangout spot. Yeah, John Candy grew up just south of here on Donlands. There's a theater there too he used to go to all the time. I did a video exploring his former neighborhood before. It's supposed to be 20 degrees on the 11th. Sounds like a good day for a bike ride. So it looks like they built a pedestrian bridge right there. All right, that's as cinematic as the stream gets. About to walk over the DVP, sometimes affectionately called the Don Valley parking lot. First, I gotta cross the Don River again. Young and Eglinton. Philly Disco. I'll have to go see myself what it's like. Sometimes I'll ride my bike to Thorncliffe Park and I'll hop on the trail from there. All right, one more look. When it gets warm, I should stream from East York to downtown Toronto. I'm sure I'll do that at some point. Warm or not warm. There's traffic on the DVP. A very scenic, fun drive when there's no traffic. Leo Chung says this view is great. Lorraine says that is beautiful. nice view. Looks like a good background image. Today is Dr. Seuss's birthday.
Virgin. The normal. White people
Crystal
thrust
says evening rush hour
from
is
this
always worse
country.
than the morning. I
Where
think
I
there's
want to live.
more reason for people to go into the city in the
finished.
evenings.
For
So there's just more cars on the road coming and going.
this shit for my breakfast and lunch for Virgin. The
That would be a pretty cool
normal
time
white
lapse
people
to just sit
thrust
here
from
with the
this
sun
country.
going down.
Where I хитроласный грязь.
See that bridge over there?
Придем Russian zone.
Let's all eat green eggs and
Это
ham.
Virgin to and normal white people thrust from
Alright,
this
I had a
country.
thought to take Dawnlands down, but
I want
maybe we'll
to
just
live
take Peyton. I'll
forever.
save Dawnlands for another one.
Finish
The
это.
next time we go this way. Hey, we had sunset views, and over there, look what we got. Hello, moon. I see you hanging out over the horizon over there. So we're still away from the next subway stop. is all that muffled sounding? Let me hear it myself. I think my mic is all that muffled sounding. Let me hear it myself. How did it feel when Dundas became king? You it felt like a colossal waste of resources and time. eventually be in Old Toronto.
Пора. Да, десерт. Убито. This. Пора. Chocolate stool. Snack.
East York
Snack and
Community
chocolate
website.
stool. Mers. Пора. The black coffee without sugar.
We had blue Sundays back in the 60s.
Fake or not fake it, I don't know. Shit, I prefer so.
And wasn't it up
Put
until
some
the
drinks
90s
that I
when
was
retailers
bought
couldn't
is
open on
earlier.
Sundays? How
Из
stupid
психа.
was that?
Препарат с гормонцем
But a lot of
personal
big
without, I
retailers would
don't
open
know
anyways
for.
because the fines were so
Will
small.
be it the
They
snack.
wouldn't make enough money to cover.
Then put
So
the
it's really
lunch
just
and
small retailers
breakfast
that got screwed.
for. Shit.
I remember supermarkets in my neighborhood that would occasionally open on Sundays when they weren't supposed to. There's a Food Basics. And there's going to be a gaping hole in Pate Village coming up on the right due to Ontario Line construction. There's a Burger King attached to the Food Basics, and there's a McDonald's just down here on the left. There's this little dude. And are going to the Overly Costco. We're going to be walking past the former Coca-Cola plant. I just made a video that brought me out this way, and I thought, oh, that car is dragging its front end under the street with it. There's the former and hopefully future Science Center on the right. The Flemington Park neighborhood on the left. I've done a few videos walking through there. You'll see the 925 Don Mills bus, the 25 Don Mills bus, and the 72 Pape bus coming up this way. Greetings, Howard Charco. Hey, Transit Mobile Scooter, Darren. It was good to see you the other day. Thank you for the super sticker, Darren. Thank you for the $2. Mr. Digital Man, that is very true. Thank you again. And to everyone who tuned in to last night's Stumble stream, thank you. Sorry it ended when my mirrorless camera that I use as a webcam ran out of battery. I normally plug it in, but I forgot to. And I realized the USB-C charger I used was still in my travel luggage. And I was like, let's just end the stream. So thank you guys who tuned in. Sorry it ended a bit prematurely. Johnny, do you watch NBA or NHL? Not really. I used to watch a whole lot of NBA. This is St. Denis Drive. You used to be able to get a nice, good look into the Science Center right here. And this is where I met a very enthusiastic viewer. His name was Jack. He was checking it out right after they closed it. Oh, all this construction here is for the Ontario line. That will terminate just north of here where I started this at Don Valley Station. So Don Valley is about to be a pretty, or not about to, but will eventually be a pretty major transit interchange, serving as the northern terminus of the Ontario line and a stop on line 5. Too bad there's no more Science Center to bring people to. And it will be going through the historically underserved Flemington Park and Thorncliffe Park neighborhoods. Let's see, new transit construction. It can be quite disruptive and quite the eyesore, but on this stretch of Don Mills, it's really not getting in anyone's way. Videos of Eglinton Station this week for the next few months. Four Corners, I don't understand what exactly you're asking. Definitely have videos of Eglinton Station up that I've done in the past. I might get around to doing a new one, I'm not sure. There's a plaza across the street. Don Mills Road itself isn't very walkable from a pedestrian point of view the further we go south of here. Marcy says, good to see chat is working. Yeah, that seems to have been resolved, thankfully. only ever streamed this stretch once or twice before. This isn't one of the more common routes. There's a big plaza with the McDonald's. And there's where we are heading, that tower over there, towards there. That street used to dive. Oh, look at that view of Yonge and Eglinton. That street does dive down into the Don Valley. Not a bad view, eh? Greetings, Lisa. It's got its own little skyline going on. The sidewalk is a little bit slippery. There's some ice caked into this. I don't think that's why they shut down the Science Center at all, Chaudhry. I mean, the station was even named Science Center Station. It was shut down because somebody wanted to sell that land to his friends after screwing them over with the Greenbelt. Greetings, math doctors. Four more hours of work to go. I've got about an hour and a half left of my job left. If you can even call it that. I'm going to make a right. We're going to head over the Don Valley. And cut right through Thorncliffe Park. How long would it take for me to walk home from here? An hour and 45 maybe? Certainly doable. Kind of digging that view as well. If you tune into these streams for people watching, this will probably not be your favorite stream. My battery charged up. Well, I got my battery bank with me, so I can always plug in.
Oh, what?
Probably gonna have to.
Breakfast and lunch. Episode possible Twitter under influence of special technologies. Russian threats there's little sucks and hairs. Open for the sexual comfort. So way. Metal spoiler. Time for Russian threats. There's little sucks and hairs. Комфорт. Комфорт же. Comfort zone was normal. White people's wrath. The American Canada, Alaska, Sea, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, the German, Czech Republic. Comfort zone, comfort. And though normal white people's wrath from the countries, their limbs were until some aggression, prison Russian zone, and Canada, Alaska, Sea, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, the German, Czech Republic. Comfort zone, comfort. And it's normal. White people thrust from the countries to last some aggression, Russian zone, comfort. Some will comfort. To finish it, this breakfast and lunch luxury. What to spoil and the taste Russian threats and their and here's with special technologies.
One of the very few things I agree with integrity to
Who
on.
will join less some aggression? It's normal. White people thrust from those countries their own to
Thank you
live
for letting me know.
square.
I'll look into that good story once I get back.
I not want to live some way in Russian prison, in prison Russian zone, and with Russian threats, and their status and here's and shit to comfort. Who please will
I
join?
think his brother
And though normal white people thrust from these countries,
played that.
and where we want to live forever, to roll us some immigration, this in Russian zone, and Canada, Alaska, Sea, and Scotland, England,
That runner took
United
up the
Kingdom,
B-side to me. Oh, I didn't even know
Netherlands, France, Germany, Czech Republic.
Gotta love it when people do
Go
funny shit
will
like that.
join with to roll us some aggression. Hope.
Kind of following
Come
the path
to
of the Ontario line.
pleasure. Take a pleasure with you at this prison Russian zone.
Mobile scooter
And
says it's
Canada,
posted on
Alaska,
new
Sea,
news on CFTO.
or
I
Scotland,
spent my whole
England,
day
United Kingdom,
ordering a phone.
Netherlands,
That's all I have to
France,
show for today.
Germany, Czech Republic, and once of countries. There want to live forever. There less immigration, this prison, Russian zone, and once of countries there want to live. How pleasure less immigration. And it's normal. White people thrust from these countries, and there want to live forever. How pleasure please.
The Valley Park Middle School.
I'm not come to live so way in prison, Russian zone, under influence of this technologies, Russian threats, and their little 6 and hertz, and with Russian threats and their little 6 and hertz. How pleasure, and normal white people thrust from this country their own doing square, through lots of migration, of this prison Russian zone. And once of countries there want to live on comfort, so well comfort. Was me this video message number 1 in this prison's day in prison Russian zone in shit to comfort. Is actual so well comfort. And normal white people thrust from this countries there want to live forever. Comfort, comfort.
Screaming from the roof.